More than 50 countries now offer formal legal pathways for remote workers to live abroad while earning from foreign employers or clients. I have reviewed 47 of them. Most are not what they appear to be. This cuts through the noise, groups programs by the quality of legal benefit they actually deliver, and explains precisely why Portugal and Spain sit in a category no other country comes close to matching. How I evaluated each program. Every program was assessed against the same 6 criteria. Minimum income requirement. What financial threshold must you meet? Validity and renewal. How long can you stay, and can you extend? Family inclusion. Can your spouse and children join you? Path to permanent residency. Does the program lead somewhere legally meaningful? Path to citizenship. Can you eventually hold the passport? Tax incentives. Does the country offer formal financial benefits to incoming residents? With those criteria in mind, here is how 47 programs stack up. Tier 1. Lifestyle visas only good for a year abroad. Nothing more. The majority of digital nomad programs fall here. They are well-designed, professionally administered, and genuinely enjoyable. But they are temporary by law, and they lead nowhere in terms of permanent legal status. Anguilla offers a 1-year stay with no renewals. Proof of solvency required. Fee from 2,000 United States dollars. No path to residency or citizenship. Barbados allows 12 months for those earning at least 50,000 United States dollars annually. The fee is 2,000 United States dollars for individuals. No renewal. No path forward. Cayman Islands is one of the most premium lifestyle options, requiring 8,333 United States dollars per month with a 1 to 2 year permit and renewal possible. But there is no path to permanent residency or citizenship. Estonia requires 4,500 euros per month and grants 1 year with no renewal, open to all nationalities. Technically rigorous. Legally terminal. Iceland sets the highest income bar in Europe at 7,075 euros per month for a 6-month stay with no renewal. A genuine experience. A dead end legally. Malta requires 42,000 euros per year, the highest income threshold in the EU, for a 1-year renewable permit. No path to residency or citizenship. Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, UAE, and Turkey, and most Caribbean nations followed the same pattern. Excellent lifestyle. Genuine legal framework. No long-term immigration benefit. If your goal is a sabbatical, a gap year, or a temporary base while you assess options, these programs serve their purpose well. If your goal is legal security, EU access, or eventual citizenship, stop here and read on. Tier 2 extended stay with renewal. Still no pathway. Better terms. Same legal ceiling. A second group of programs offers longer initial validity or more favorable renewal terms, but still does not provide a defined route to permanent residency or citizenship. Colombia grants 2 years renewable for another 2, at only 816 United States dollars per month, one of the lowest income thresholds globally. Strong lifestyle value. No long-term legal benefit. Montenegro offers 2 years on the Adriatic coast at 1,350 euros per month. Renewable after 6 months outside the country. Excellent value. No pathway forward. Costa Rica provides 1 year renewable, with attractive income tax exemptions during the stay. Minimum 3,000 United States dollars per month. The tax benefit is real, the pathway is not. Georgia stands out in this tier with an initial 1-year permit extendable up to 5 years, at only 2,000 United States dollars per month. The flexibility is notable, but there remains no defined legal route to permanent residency or citizenship. Extended stay programs with good renewal terms are valuable for those building international lives across multiple jurisdictions. But for anyone making a primary relocation decision, the absence of a pathway to permanence is a critical legal gap. Tier 3. Genuine pathways exist, but with significant limitations: the right destination, the wrong program structure. A small number of programs do offer legally defined pathways to permanent residency and eventual citizenship. Each comes with meaningful caveats. Armenia grants a 5-year initial residence permit, renewable for 5 more, with a pathway to permanent residency and eventual citizenship. There is no minimum stay requirement and no fixed income threshold. The significant caveat: applicants must register as a sole proprietor in Armenia, adding administrative complexity. Infrastructure and expatriate support services remain considerably less developed than in Western Europe. Germany offers a freelancer visa valid for 6 to 36 months, renewable with a pathway to permanent residency after 5 years. It is legally robust. However, it is strictly limited to self-employed freelancers, involves a more demanding qualification process than most programs, and lacks the formal tax incentive regimes available in Portugal and Spain. Indonesia provides a 1-year permit with a pathway to permanent residency and citizenship, at a $5,000 monthly income requirement. For investors in Southeast Asia, this is worth examining. For most European or Western-oriented applicants, the geographic distance, language environment, and expatriate infrastructure make it a secondary option. Italy grants 1-year renewable in 2-year increments, with a pathway to permanent residency and citizenship after 5 years. The income requirement of €28,000 per year is relatively accessible. The application requires proof of qualifications. Italy is a compelling option, and its program deserves more attention than it typically receives. It ranks just below Portugal and Spain due to higher administrative complexity and the absence of a comparable formal tax incentive regime for incoming remote workers. Greece offers 1-year renewable in 2-year increments, with a pathway to permanent residency after 5 years at €3,500 per month. A genuinely strong program. The income surcharge for family members, 20% for a spouse and 15% per child, increases the effective threshold meaningfully for families. Latvia deserves mention for its pathway to permanent residency and citizenship following continuous residency at €3,433 per month. The critical limitation is that family members cannot be included, making it unsuitable for most applicants with dependents. If Portugal and Spain were not available, Italy and Greece would be my primary recommendations in this tier. Both offer genuine EU citizenship pathways with reasonable income requirements. The gap between these programs in Portugal or Spain is, however, significant. Tier 4. The gold standard Portugal and Spain. There is no close third. Of all 47 programs reviewed, 2 stand apart from the entire field by combining every factor that matters in a single well-structured legal pathway. Portugal. Income requirement, €3,680 per month. Initial validity, ongoing residence permit renewal. Yes. Renewable family inclusion. Yes. Path to permanent residency. Yes. Path to citizenship. Yes. After 5 years tax regime, non-habitual resident, NHR. Flat 20% on qualifying Portuguese income, significant foreign income exemptions for 10 years. Portugal is the single most complete digital nomad and remote worker residency program on Earth. It combines a realistic income threshold with renewable long-term legal status, full family inclusion, a 5-year citizenship timeline, and a decade-long tax incentive regime that no other country in this analysis can match. Portuguese citizenship means EU citizenship. It means the right to live, work, and do business across all 27 EU member states. It means a passport with visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 186 countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. It means your children grow up as European citizens. The NHR tax regime has historically been one of the most favorable incoming resident tax structures in Europe. For a high-earning remote professional, the financial difference between Portugal and a standard tax jurisdiction over 10 years can easily exceed several €100,000. Spain. Income requirement, €2,750 per month. Initial validity, 3 years renewal. Yes. Plus 2 more years family inclusion. Yes. Path to permanent residency. Yes. Path to citizenship. Yes. Generally after 10 years, 2 years for citizens of Latin American countries, the Philippines, Equatorial Guinea, and Andorra tax regime. Beckham law. Flat 24% income tax rate for up to 6 years. Spain offers the lowest income threshold of any EU program with a genuine citizenship pathway at €2,750 per month. The 3-year initial permit is the longest first issuance validity among all EU programs reviewed. The Beckham law, while shorter in duration than Portugal's NHR regime, provides a flat 24% rate that dramatically reduces tax liability for qualifying professionals during their first 6 years of Spanish residency. Spain's citizenship timeline is longer than Portugal's for most nationalities. But for applicants from Latin America, representing one of the largest groups of internationally mobile professionals and investors, 2 years of legal residency is all that is required before citizenship eligibility. This makes Spain, for that community specifically, potentially the fastest citizenship pathway in the EU. The bottom line: 45 of the 47 programs reviewed offer temporary legal status with no guaranteed long-term future. Many are excellent for what they are. None of them are immigration strategies. Portugal and Spain are immigration strategies. They are the only programs in the global landscape that simultaneously offer a realistic income threshold, full family inclusion, long-term renewable residence, a formal EU citizenship pathway, and a government-structured tax incentive designed to attract and retain incoming professionals. If you are a remote worker, entrepreneur, or investor evaluating where to build the next chapter of your life, the analysis is clear. Apply for Portugal if your priority is the fastest EU citizenship timeline, the longest tax incentive window, and a smaller, more manageable cost of living. Apply for Spain if your priority is a lower income entry point, a longer initial permit, the Spanish-speaking world as your cultural home, or you hold citizenship from a country eligible for Spain's 2-year citizenship pathway. Either way, start now. Residency clocks only run once you are legally present. Every month spent in a Tier 1 or Tier 2 program is a month not counting toward the citizenship you could be building. I hope the explanation of the visa options is clear. If you need advice based on your own situation, qualifications, or income level, you can book an online meeting through the link in the description. You may also arrange an appointment at our Islamabad or Lahore offices. Like, share, comment. Your input matters.